Thank you, Mr. Walberg. Good afternoon to everyone. The technological change we're going to see in the next 20 years is going to make the last 20 years look insignificant. We're at a pivotal point in the development and utilization of emerging technologies. And the current state of IT at most federal agencies is, in most cases, decades behind the private sector. I want to be clear. We have made progress. Some have complained that we're not reflecting that in the scores, but we recognize there is progress being made, but we have a long way to go to get where we should be. The new administration must prioritize IT management and cybersecurity. As seen in the OPM breach, the consequences of allowing our government to remain in the horse and buggy days of technology implementation can be disastrous. This is not a partisan issue. This is a security issue. We must come together, not as Republicans or as Democrats, but as Americans to solve this pressing challenge. As I said in May, when the committee released the Scorecard 2.0, the intent of grading agencies is not to shame agencies, but to provide an objective measurement of progress and challenges so that we can facilitate the continued implementation of FITARA. The grades improve overall from the first scorecard to the second, and I'm pleased to see continued improvement in the grades from the second scorecard to the one released today. The committee has made two key adjustments to the scorecard. First, as I highlighted in the hearing in May, when CIOs are reporting, who CIOs are reporting to is important. This committee intends to ensure the men and women in these CIO positions are qualified, accountable, and empowered to make decisions and lead within their agencies. Consequently, the FITARA Scorecard 3.0 final grades include a plus if the CIO reports directly to the Secretary or Deputy Secretary of the agency, and a minus if the CIO does not report to one of those two officials. Neither the CIOs on today's panel report directly to the Secretary or Deputy Secretary, and I look forward to discussing the implications of the reporting structures at their respective agencies. Second, the portfolio review metric has been adjusted. For Scorecard 3.0, each agency's total portfolio savings was divided by its total IT budget for the most recent 3 fiscal years. And then, as with the risk assessment transparency grades, the resulting ratio was ranked in the 5 agencies with the highest savings ratio received an A, the next B, etc. This tiered system is more accurate than the system used on the first 2 scorecards, which benchmarked all agencies to one outlier agency. Moving forward, the committee will continue to evolve and adjust the scorecard as appropriate, and in doing so, will help ensure successful implementation of FITARA. I urge all agency CIOs to reach out to the committee staff if you have questions or concerns about the scorecard generally or about any aspect of their agency's grade, because remember, this is all information you all have reported to us. I thank the witnesses for being here today and for their service to the nation, and I look forward to the questions. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. I'll return it over to you.